Hey guys, for the question one, one thing I've noticed that Dionysus repeatedly allowed his divinity in front of the king, and the peasants were totally blind for that because after he imprisoned Dionysus, he just switched himself with a cow in the face of this miracle. He's totally doesn't believe his divine identity, so that's pretty strange for me. And for the question two, a perspective I recognize in his play is the gender equality to female group, and another one is the authenticity of human nature to all humankind. In the scene of the Dionysus drove all the women mad and went to the mountain for a carnival and formed a different community in the mountains. In their first chorus, they just express their desire of the equality, and they give examples of happiness Dionysus bring to them. The most important one is the wine. The function of the wine is not only about the nepenthic function, but also to eliminate the difference between people and the god. One appear in Feast of the Man and Feast of the Gods. This parallel structure itself just imply equality of the status and elimination of the hierarchical order. As for the human nature part, it can be traced from the dismember of the pansies. It's a horrifying scene. It's also a wake-up call for the civilization itself. And for the question three, in the final scene of the play, Pensis was dismembered by Minite and Minay, and which performing a scene of ancient horror human sacrifice. After some research, according to Fraser from Cambridge, it was an ancient ritual. People use human sacrifice instead of animal because this tradition animal were dressed in human clothing such as leather boots for a bull, and by dismember the bull directly by their bare hand, and each participant just gain a part of the divinity from the bull. And for the question four, I think they were somehow urging to equality, like I mentioned above, but the original barbarity was preserved so well when they just tear Pensius parts. So I think they cannot understand consistently. And for the question five, I think both of them have the same charming long hair and irresistible charisma. And Dionysus had his woman follower, and Elvis is the god of the rock and roll, and with most female believer. And I think this is the similarity between them. And I want to mention two questions. The first one is, what is the purpose for Dionysus to like contend for his status? Because in my mind, a semigod like Hercules had a roughly same encounter, but he's more willing to be mortal. And a second one is, what else tragedy and Greek mythology can somehow review nowadays social issue and just like this play.